Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another attempt at a Let's Play by Baldie. This is going to go fantastically. Why? Because recently I've gotten back into EU4, a game that I have had a love-hate relationship with in the past. I've been playing a lot of Great Britain, although I had some different mods on at the time. I've enabled the graphical overhaul mod and the larger interface mod for this run-through. Great Britain I did alright with. I took out most of France early on, I avoided the War of the Roses, and basically I did okay. I was #1 great power pretty quickly. Though for this, I want to try and finally get myself some EU4 Chivos, go for achievement hunting, and of course the best way to do that is to go for my home nation of Great Britain. Yeah, well, it's England at the moment, but it will soon be Great Britain. I live sort of in the West Midlandsy area over here, so we're going to be building that up to a highly developed nation. We are allied with Portugal at the start, and we're going to have to fight the end of the 100 Years' War. Let's see how this goes, shall we? So a quick look at the options. Lucky Nations will be historical. This was the multiplayer thing that I set up with Roll1d2 while I was teaching him how to play, but we're going to keep everything else on standard. Yep, absolutely standard. I will play, it will be Iron Man mode, and we will we will have a very bad time, and we will call this Let's Fail Britain. Brattin. Great start. Great start. Right, I am by no means good at this game. I would consider myself to be competent at this game. Hopefully it hasn't muted my microphone. Oh, what have I done here? I'm just going to put the desktop audio back up. I do apologise about that. I scrolled my mouse wheel and it decided to leave. I'm also going to be muting every now and again because I have a horrid cough which refuses to go away. I'm going to get straight into things. We could read this, but I've only really got 20 minutes that I've set myself, and we're already wasting a few of them. Right, so there's a few things as Great Britain that I want to start off with doing, and that is finding out where my who hates me and who likes me, so to speak. Portugal obviously loves me. I have enemies with Denmark, Scotland, and France. That could be awkward. Burgundy likes me. Castile is neutral to me. Austria doesn't like France. See, my main strategy for avoiding the War of the Roses is to get everyone to beat up on France and take them out before they become a threat, because their French ideas are bloody scary. Before we start ticking anything, I want to turn all of these thoughts off. In fact, I'll sell this one because I don't want it. I like to keep one in the north because Scotland's going to be rather annoying, and I will also keep the one in Caen and in Calais, just because we're going to be fighting a lot of wars in France. But I think the capital fort and the one up here will be enough to dissuade Scotland from trying to attack me. So first of all, can I get an alliance with Castile? I can. Can I get an alliance with Burgundy? I can. Let's quickly declare my rivals. We'll go for Denmark because they're nice and easy. We'll go for Scotland because they will be nice and easy. And we will go with France because they will be a thorn in our side for the rest of the bloody game, probably. Next, what can I do? Well, first of all, we will go ahead and do an influence. No, it's relationship action. I do apologise. We will send an insult. We will get our power projection up and running. Denmark, I will also send you an insult. No, I don't get any for that. What about Scotland? Do I get any for Scotland? Well, I'm going to insult Scotland anyway, because I can. Right, so power projection I find quite important. I'm not going to explain too much on how to play. I'm going to assume that the people watching EU4 videos know how to play EU4. Just going to Alt-Tab for a moment. Yep, alright. So, we will start a quick debate in Parliament, and we'll get something passed before we start assigning seats. if you do not increase the number of seats, additional seats will be assigned automatically. Yeah, that's fine. So I could get some advisor costs down, impressment sailors I don't need lesser mark, assimilation. I like quartering of troops quite a bit, because if we look at my economy, my army maintenance is going to be 848, that'll go down by 10%. What advisors do I have? National manpower modifier, fort defense, you're fine. Morale and navies, diplomatic relationship actually is cheaper as well. So I'm going to go for the Diplo relationship because my navy is going to be fine for now. National unrest, -2. Yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I apparently have a national decision, pass advancement religion act. No. So we will start the debate, and I think we will go for the quartering of the troops because we had the nice cheap thing. I don't mind giving up a few bits of points to get this passed. I don't want to give what's Cambridge like anyway, in terms of how important it is. Not very important at all. At all, actually. It's not very important at all. Sorry, Cambridge, you're just not very important to me. I do not mind giving that up for the Parliament at the moment. Oxford, I'll keep. I think Oxford's an important trading centre, isn't it? No, he's also not too bad. And that will decay somewhat quickly. And it will save my points. I will get rid of Diplo points because military tech is more important at the moment. I am well aware that this is going to be really bad, because my leader, King Henry the Sixth of Lancaster here, is not exactly the dog's bollocks. He is just bollocks. Naval doctrine I'm not going to worry about at the moment. Who shall I make a seat? Well, obviously Gloucester needs to have a seat. It's controlled by the burghers, never mind. Shrewsbury, you get a seat in Parliament. Lucky you. And I think Coventry as well will get a seat in Parliament. Lucky you, we'll get the West Midlands all sorted out because I'm from the West Midlands. Let's see. Does York have a seat? It should. It does not. Next I'll consider York. Right, next on the agenda is to put all my ships together and then detach all of the light ships there and set them to protect trade in the English Channel. Everything else, I will then select my heavy ships and transport ships, thank you. I'll get all the heavy ships over to here, I'll select them, and I will mothball straight away. And where are you? These can go over to Kent, just so I know where they are. Those are my transport ships. I've got 10 and 3 in there, 10 and 5 in there. So I'll bring you up to 5, take you up to 12, take you up to 12. And that will give me my force limit. Looming disaster, I can get rid of that if I increase my stability, which is probably what I'm going to do, otherwise that's going to start in 8 years, but I might try hold off on that for a little while at the very least. Let's see here. Yes, sorry I had to mute there. Baby brother in the background being baby brother in the background. Like I said, I do quite like this map. The way the mods has changed it. It's very, very nice. So, first things first, we'll set the game going. We'll wait for my diplomats to get back. And then we will offer an alliance to Burgundy. Thank you, Burgundy. Then I will go straight into... Man, that spacebar must sound loud. Come on. 12th December. Humiliate rival against Denmark. Well, they're Danish. They'll do that themselves. I apologise for the highly offensive humour and jokes that is definitely going to come out of this in advance. Alright, we're going to improve relations in Castile. And we're going to improve relations in Burgundy. And we're going to improve relations there. And we have a royal marriage from Portugal. Yay! And there we go. We have our first achievement until death do us part. I finally got an achievement in EU4, guys. Oh boy, it feels good. I know I can build castles. I don't want to. There's the royal marriage offer from Castile. I'll offer one to Burgundy because every now and again you never know. I have no diplomats they'll have to offer me. I'm sure they will, eventually. That's a grand army. Did I build to my force limit, did I? France is now trying to get Brittany. There's Burgundy's royal marriage. That works out quite nicely for me. Yeah, I have 217k stacks now. I will probably... What's Scotland's force limit like? Military, armies... where are you, Scotland? Yeah, you are. You've got 11,000, 4,000, and 12,000 manpower. So I'm going to leave one army sort of on the mainland because Scotland is going to be an issue. And I will send one army south. Who are your allies, France? Brittany, Provence, and Genoa. That's fantastic. Because it means that Scotland, hopefully, won't be an issue and I can just bring my guys straight out of the UK and onto the continent. Because eventually they're going to claim Maine. Part of the 100 Years' War settlement was apparently that we give them this county, and I'm going to say, no, screw you, and my allies will then get dragged into a defensive war, meaning I don't need to wait for the favours. Where are my lightships? Build a bark. 33, so I'm going to go up to 35 there. I'm going to quickly unmothball my heavies, and I'm going to build an early Karak, just so I've got an extra heavy to attack them with. And that should take me all the way up to my force limit. As and when that's done, I will re-mothball. Good. There's the surrender of Maine. So this is going to send us straight into war with France, and we're going to get straight into another war. In exchange for accepting the Treaty of Tours in 1444, the County of Maine was promised to France. In practice, however, this has still not come to pass. No English governor wants to be remembered as the one to surrender Maine, and in London, prominent nobles are claiming that our negotiator, William de la Pole, had no mandate to make this concession in the first place. French emissaries have repeatedly tried to remind us of this ever since the signing, and Charles VII has now finally taken matters into his own hands and shown up at the walls of Le Mans, demanding the city to surrender. Unless we surrender Maine to the French, we are likely looking at a hasty resumption of hostilities. Have they got charters maintained, I wonder? So we can either surrender it, lose a stability, lose 10 prestige, and we will most likely just go straight into the into the War of the Roses, or we will not surrender and we'll have our continental allies do all the work. I mean, the great British armies shall once again put a stop to French tyranny. We're not surrendering an inch of territory to the French, so we are now being attacked. The surrender of Maine. They've already taken it as well. And then I might do that, try and get the restoration of the Union afterwards. Mission fulfilled. The 100 Years' War. The Treaty of Tours has brought an uneasy period of truce between England and France. Both sides are aware this is unlikely to last, and must decide whether to honour the treaty and bide our time, or prepare for war. Okay, so this is the beginning of the 100 Years' War, apparently. I thought it was the end. Never mind. My history is obviously not as good as I like to think. And we now have a permanent claim on these, which is just fantastic. These 4 counties here. I'm very much looking forward to taking those, because Paris has a development of 23, whereas London only has 20. That's be very nice. Very delicious. Did I get some? Yeah, declared war on France. Wait, does that count as a? Is it an English-French unification war? Does this not count as defensive anymore? Anyway, call to arms. Yeah, I'll promise you some land. You won't come in, but Burgundy will, which is fine. Who else did I get? Portugal? Won't. Oh well, me and Burgundy can easily take this. Let's have a look and see what leader I can get. Richard Plantagenet is actually really damn good. 2-star general at the start of the game. I like that a lot. So, off we go. I I know that you-know-who isn't going to be joining this war, so we will go over to Calais there, and I will turn that fort off, because I know Scotland's not going to be, I think, he's not allied to Scotland, is he? No, we've got to deal with Brittany, Provence, and Genoa. No, I don't know her. That's going to be fun. Their navy is probably better than mine. We'll let the day tick, so that everything sort of gets calculated. So we've got 50,000 and 17,000 versus 43,000 and 15,000. And my navy is actually better, apart from galleys, which are going to be useless out in the open sea. I like that a lot. We will go into charters first, and then we'll go into Valois. You guys are making good. We will get my light ships. Send them home for a second. There's the French stack. But the thing with Burgundy is they've got lots of little vassals. If I go onto the diplomat mode, you can see that it's actually a rather easy war to win, I think. I think we're going to do okay. We are going to very quickly focus military power, so I can try and get that tech as quickly as I can. Because if they get that first, we're going to have big issues. Oh god, 1453. Oh boy. That's going to take a while. We are taking 0.9% attrition. That is acceptable. Get out of here. You're contributing to the attrition. Damn it, Burgundy. I'm going to go down to Alenka. Actually, we will go and siege Maine back, because that will be giving us more war exhaustion. We have here my now full navy, and I need to roll an admiral for 50 diplo. So I need an admiral against the French. With all the... I'm not going to risk it. He's actually a pretty good admiral. Look at... well, shock well, he's anyway. Your mission is to hunt enemy... or... do I want to blockade? We will hunt enemy fleets in the North Atlantic, which is this. And that works out quite well. Oh, we've got a fight about to happen here. We've got 8k Provence troops. You guys can't move over from here. I can't help you with this. You've gone into Paris straight away. How have you done that? Well, you must have come up from here. Oh no, they've been intercepted by Burgundy. Good old Burgundy. Who I will eventually betray horribly. Oh, we're coming up on nearly 2 minutes left of the video. As soon as I siege this down, I can move on to get... oh! Our royal marriage with Burgundy. Oh no, I hope that wasn't their king. Oh no. Please don't get the Burgundian inheritance. Ah, they just lost a battle over there. Oh dear. I've got no diplomats to send either. Portugal, I'm going to stop approving relations with you for now, so I can get my royal marriage back, though they might offer it themselves in a moment. We'll go over to Terrain? Terrain, yeah, we'll quickly go and siege down Terrain. It's alright, Burgundy can pretty... you know, it's more of a distraction tactic to get Burgundy to do whatever Burgundy is doing. They are hiding their navies, and rightly so. I think that is actually one of our... yeah, we've now got Terrain. I just want to keep piling on the pressure, keep getting the war score up. They're over there at the moment. If I keep an eye on them... oh, Nantes is already being sieged. That's very good. Where's the French army? I'm going to try grab this. I will keep an eye on these stacks over here, because the French army is over there as well. They've just got a better general with that. So I'm going to try and snipe some of their forts, get their war exhaustion up, he says. Kings, yeah, Scotland is deciding it's going to try and get some more of my land. I doubt that's going to happen, Scotland. And if you do declare war on me or come in on this, you're going to regret it. Yeah. We still outnumber them. So what is the actual war score? Taking the capital of Paris, I can force a union on them. King, we entered a royal marriage with Burgundy. Yay! That's good. What's 0.9% is okay, and 0.9% is okay. In fact, we've nearly got charters already. Speed 4ing this. Won some battles up there. Oh, jeez. Well, it looks like that is the end of this episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and let's try and kill France now. I mean, defeat France in honourable combat. Yep, goodbye.